we are a premium provider in this space, right? So we are generally the most expensive, which puts us in a position where we sort of always need to justify the cost. One of the challenges that I think people get into, especially when they see that sort of objection, that pricing objection, is they're defending it immediately. Your job is not to defend your product or defend your price. Your job is to help them understand the value that's associated with your solution, which will then justify the outlay of capital or expense. So what you've done is, by immediately defending, is one, you've sort of validated, right, that you are too expensive. And two, you've put this at an adversarial type of conversation, when really what we need to do is we need to sort of reposition that conversation. It's not me against you. It's you and your buyer against the problem, right? So if you can reframe that, then you guys can have a really candid and open conversation. Now, one of the ways that I'd go about getting ahead of that conversation, if someone objects to price at the end of the sales cycle, there's two things. One, you guys have done a terrible job running your sales cycle. Two, you haven't actually provided enough value to justify it, right? So price in the absence of value doesn't matter. So what we can do at the very beginning, though, to kind of level set this, I always like to source this out at the end of our discovery call. Hey, Nick, clients like you that are trying to solve this problem generally spend between $50,000 and $100,000 a year, depending on the level of service. I just want to gut check you. Are we in the same galaxy? I'm not asking you to say yes and sign that check right now. I just want to make sure, right? And it's that radical candor that we go back to. And I've established that social contract with Nick now, where I've given him the opportunity to get out if he doesn't want to. And we, once he says yes, like, hey, obviously we need to do some due diligence and all that stuff. But yeah, I think that's in line. Now we know I'm not going to get blindsided later.